All right. God's. All right, all right. God's bragging to one of his angels. His word's so powerful it can save anybody. And the angel says, did your word save someone like Adolf Hitler? And God says, yeah. So Hitler's down in hell shoveling coal. The devil walks up to him and says, God wants to talk to you. God says, Hitler, we got this little test for you. You pass this test, you go to heaven. But if you fail, it's back to hell for all eternity. I'm going to give you this airplane loaded down with missiles. If you fly around the earth 3 times and don't kill nobody, you get to go to heaven. Hitler says, all right. So he's flying around, third time over around the world. He's over Israel, sees all these Jews, walking around and can't take the pressure. Fires all the missiles, kills about 1 million Jews. God stops the airplane. He goes, you ready for heaven or hell? He says, heaven, of course. And God says, well, let's ask your airplane where your airplane thinks you should go. So God folds the wings down on the plane, right? And God tears a piece of the plane off. And after God gets this piece of the plane off, he starts taking all these little pieces and he starts unfolding them all. And once he gets all these little pieces of paper unfolded, God likes to start putting them all back together again. And God says, why, my son, would your airplane tell me to send you back to hell? And God says, what's on your mind, Hitler? And Hitler says, good things like Christianity. God says, let's ask your airplane what your airplane thinks is on your mind. So God tears another piece of the plane off just to see what's on old Adolf's mindset here. All right, once again, once he gets all these pieces torn off, he starts unfolding them all and putting them all back together just to see where the airplane thinks was on Adolf's mind here. So God starts taking all these pieces and he starts putting them all back together. And God says, oh, Hitler. He goes, I see what's on your mind. And then God takes the last piece of the plane and says, you know, my son, he uses it as a pointer. He says, if you'd have never had this on your mind in the first place, you'd have never gone here. In fact, you could have gone straight up to heaven if you'd have just simply had this on your mind the whole time. Amen.
That's great.
Burning up sweating, man.